Well, sometimes somebody asks you, do you have an extra VCR? I need a VCR. And I'm like, nah, I got a couple I use for personal use, but I don't have any spares. So I happened to be shopping at a thrift store the other day, well, about 6 months ago, and I came across the Sony. It is a SLV-N60. Needs clean, $10 works. I'm like, okay, I can definitely spend 10 bucks because it shows that it does have 19 micron heads and adaptive picture control. Now, it was only $10 because, well, there's no remote. And I believe on this one you can kind of do everything you need to do because it's got the easy setup button, the channel buttons, double its tracking, and it does have a dual timer push turn. I'm not quite sure, so I guess you scroll the menu and select with that. And it doesn't look too terribly bad as far as cleanliness goes in here. It looks like it's got fairly low hours. There's no oxide deposit on the chassis right here, but maybe it didn't actually play a picture for the guy at the thrift shop, so he thinks it just needs a cleaning. Let's check. This is my scientific check of the video and audio head protrusion. So kind of hard to see. There's two Allen set screws. That's the 2-hour and 6-hour heads. There's one right there. That's the hi-fi audio. Two more here. Once again, 2-hour and 6-hour. Those are the height adjustment. And the hi-fi audio. Those are all the height adjustment of the heads. Looks pretty good. Let's get a capture device connected, apply power, pop a tape into it, and see does it actually play video. Off camera. And I didn't get a pop from the power supply, which is a good thing. I do have a clock display. And do I have any video on my monitor? Turn the power on. Oh, the cylinder did spin up. That's a good thing. And I actually do see video on the monitor. So let me start the capture device in 3, 2, 1, capture. It normally doesn't take on the first try. Oh, this time it did. Excellent. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab a tape. This is an SP tape, 2-hour speed. And look at that. It is actually playing an SP tape. So let's try the fast forward search. And that's actually checking the SP and the SLP heads because it does this trick where if it detects low video information, it switches over to the other head that has better video information. And we'll go back to play. I don't think it's auto tracked. I think it's doing that right now. And so I'm just going to go ahead and mash the auto or the tracking button on the front of it, and or you can see normal tracking. So we'll get it all the way to one side. Does it loop around? And no, it doesn't. Okay. So I want to try to get to the point where I have snow in the picture. And that's going to kind of check the tape path alignment a little bit. SP tape is much more forgiving than SLP is as far as tracking. There we go. You can see I've got noise at the top of the picture and virtually nothing at the bottom. There, the entire picture is snow at that point. So we'll bring it back in, maybe.
You want to get off there? Yeah, we probably ought to eat here.
And I still have nothing. Is it the VCR that's muting or the capture device? So I'll stop it. I'll press the easy setup to get a menu. And I've got nothing. I think the capture device did not like that snow. So I'm going to unplug the video signal. There it goes. No signal. I'll plug it back in. I should get a blue screen. There we go. Setup. So we'll get out of easy setup. And we'll hit play once again. Yeah, it just wasn't happy. Okay, well, we know it does play an SLP or an SP tape. So eject. And now I'll pop in a SLP tape or a 6-hour or EP tape. It does load, it does eject, absolutely perfect. I always make sure that there's no slack in the tape. Now to open one of these, just press the button on the side And then there is the actual shiny videotape, protected under that little tiny useless flap. Well, nearly useless. And look at that, it does play an SLV tape as well. It should be doing auto tracking at this point, so you may see the picture kind of come and go, get snowy and whatnot. And it looks perfect. So let's do manual tracking and we'll see where we are. Keep going, keep going. We should start getting snow. Oh yeah, that looks good. Tape path alignment is pretty doggone close based on how the snow comes in. So if I were to move one of these tape guides a little bit, so I'll try to get it severely out of tracking. See how it has a snow band on the top and a snow band on the bottom? Well, that's because I've actually disturbed the tape a little bit. It's not riding through with the video heads anymore. So I think it just needs a cleaning, and then this guy's going to be happy. He will have a VCR that he can actually use. Stop. Eject. Okay. Let's do a tape path cleaning. I'll speed it up because you've seen me do it 1,000 times. Yes, I can use cotton swabs. No, I don't recommend that you do. If you want to use something to clean the heads, just get a flat piece of paper, lay it against the side of the heads, soak it with either acetone or alcohol, your preference, and then rotate the heads while applying the paper to the cylinder. Now, when you're cleaning, let's go ahead and zoom in here. So these little cutouts, right, let me get it in the middle, right there, those are the two video heads right there. And then coming around here, that is in hi-fi audio, that is two video heads, and that is the other hi-fi audio head. Let me go ahead and put this in macro. I don't know if it'll focus or not. One moment. Well, it does look like it focused pretty doggone good. I'm pretty impressed with that. So there is one of the hi-fi audio heads. And so as you can see, let me get a pointing device here. So as you can see, there's a coil of wire on this side and a coil of wire on that side. And where they meet in the center, that is actually where it either records or picks up the signal, which is a hi-fi audio signal on that head. Now, as you can see on this one, there's a coil of wire way over here at an angle, and then another coil there. And so the meeting point is right there. That's one of the video heads. Another coil of wire there, and another coil of wire here, and then that is the other video head gap right there. Coming around, there's another hi-fi audio head, and then if we keep going, there are two more video heads. So pretty impressed. The camera actually zoomed in pretty doggone good on that. I just wish you could actually see the gap. I don't think. Try to influence a little bit of light on the subject here. And I can't quite get it right where you can actually see the gap. I think this camera might actually pick up the gap, the 19 micron gap on the video heads. But anyhow, let's go and give this thing a cleaning. Like I said, I'm going to use cotton swabs. I don't recommend you do it unless you're familiar with it. But anyhow, here we go. Okay, entire tape path has been cleaned. Let's go ahead and do the auto head cleaner test. Wow, and this thing is in mint condition. I don't know if you can see it very Up there on the top of your screen, when I squeeze it, it pops right back, so that tells me the foam rubber is in good condition. Wow, absolutely amazing. Sony did a great job on those auto head cleaners. Okay, let's get the capture device set up once again. Capturing in 3, 2, 1, capture. And it shows it is recording. Let's start with a 6-hour tape. Power has been applied. And I can't tell if it's turned on. Yeah, it is turned on. Okay, here we go. Tape going in. And auto tracking should be happening shortly to get rid of some of that noise in the picture. And yes, auto tracking has happened, I do believe. If I had a remote, I could actually bring up the on-screen display. Okay, stop, eject. And a 2-hour tape going in. Once again, auto tracking should be happening. And yeah, I'm going to say this is definitely worth $10. Plus a little bit of cleaning fee. So I think I'll probably sell this thing for around 40 or 50 bucks. I think the customer should be very, very happy with this. All right, well, there you go. Sony SLV-N60. Just needed a quick cleaning. Well, it didn't really need it. It wasn't that bad. It looks like it's had very, very low hours. But somebody should be very happy. Everyone, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you could, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. It really helps my channel grow. And yeah, with that, I'm not going to give you all the doobly-doo because there's really not much to do on this one. Thank you for watching. Once again, I really, really appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.